made a fortune on Wall Street.
Yeah. Well, somebody asked him about Obama and about the next generation. We've come to the end of the formal part of this. Thank you very much. You've been most frank and
Thank you.
Wanted to thank you, Ian, for your insightful questions.
No.
And to Oliver for your incredible courage through your career and your willingness to be transparent about the creative process and your professional and personal journey tonight. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So we'll take the tall guy over here with our blue mic.
How's it going, Oliver? I'm a huge fan of your films. I love JFK. It inspired me to become a filmmaker. But the question I have is, with the escalation of gun violence in America, and especially all these directors coming under attack for making these violent toned films, what are your thoughts on that? And also, with President Barack Obama's proposals, do you think it's going to solve anything? Do you think it's going to tone down the gun violence?
Certainly a broad question. In my own work, I've tried to be very realistic about violence, except on one occasion. If you look at Platoon, Salvador, Born on the 4th of July, one bullet, look at the damage it does in the movie. He's paralyzed the rest of his life. I mean, if anything, it was too disturbing for most people. Real violence is really disturbing in movies for real people. They want fantasy violence. They really do. It works better. Go through a wall, kill many bad guys, don't even get wounded. I mean, that really does work. It's a magic formula. So people have some fantasy aspect in their mind where they're willing to go there and love it. And America has always been violent culture, violent films, vigilante films. Clint Eastwood started with the Dirty Harrys, and he made his fame and fortune. So did, Schwarzenegger, Norris, Stallone. You can never underestimate a gun and a girl in your hand. You always do well. Not always, but that is always the American way, two-fisted. It's a shame because we've lost track of we've become morally blind, so that by the time Zero Dark 30 comes out, people shrug. Okay, we killed Bin Laden. No one ever, in the media anyway, seems to stop and think that we didn't do that in the old days. We didn't have extrajudicial executions before 9/11. Israel did, and we condemned them for those missions. Where they would go to a foreign country and kill somebody, because it sets the wrong example. You may succeed on the short term, but you do lose in the long term, because it sets a horrible example of lawlessness. And the issue of torture is, I mean, I don't know if we're going to have to argue about that, but it's horrible. It doesn't work, and I'm totally against it, and I saw it myself. We used to waterboard people in Vietnam. It's bullshit. People do not give you good information. But aside from that, the issue is, why did they just go there and kill him? He was wounded. If we'd had real guts, we would have, like the guys who were in the World War II generation, like Telford Taylor and Jackson, those people, we would have taken him, put him on the helicopter, brought him back, and put him on trial in New York City. And it would have been a wonderful moment for the country. It would have been painful as hell.